It is I, Alycia. How are you? Hope you're doing well. We're going to look into Lucy and Desi. Lucille Ball Desi Arnaz. So you remember them from, they had Desilu Productions, they had I Love Lucy, the television show that is still being shown on TV. You have them from a lot of movies, so they are like pop icons, right? Pop culture icons. So we're going to look into Lucy and Desi. So I have some questions first for Lucille Ball. First, I want to find out from Lucille Ball, was Vivian Vance a good friend off screen? They seem like they were the best of friends on screen, but I'm like, I don't know, maybe they weren't really, like, they're all excellent actors, because we know that Vivian Vance, she had said, you know, she totally like hated Fred, Bill Frawley. She hated him. She was like, she popped champagne when she found out he was kicking it with the pill bugs, which I was like, man, that kind of sucks. Like, that's kind of rude. But I mean, she hated him. That would be a whole other thing. Like, why did Vivian Vance really hate Bill Frawley? I mean, I don't know. Fred Mertz. So let's see. Was Vivian Vance a good friend off screen? I felt like I just needed to shuffle a little more. All right. Riffle shiffles and shuffle duffles are done. Let's go. How interesting. My. Yes, she's a good friend. She was fun to hang out with. She is a gossip like nobody's business, though. So you had to be careful with what you were sharing with her. Like, she was good. She was like an emotionally good, supportive friend. But at the end of it, she's a gossip. She will tell you everything she knows, and she's not afraid to tell it. So you telling your secrets with her, you're not sure where those secrets are going to end up. Those secrets could be in somebody else's ear, so you kind of have to be careful what you share with her. She just can't help herself. She just couldn't help herself with, it's, she's just like, oh, I have something. It's almost like, I'm bursting at the seams, I want to tell you, and then she just spits it out. So she's a good friend, but you had to realize that secrets were no secrets with Vivian Vance. All right. Okay, I think we don't need any fries with that. That makes it rather clear. All right, next. Lucille Ball, were you anything like the character that you played on I Love Lucy? I don't know. You have to think she'd been in the business for a while. She's no stranger to a business that's a very dirty business. So, I don't know. Was Lucille Ball anything like her character? Alright, Lucille Ball, were you anything like your Lucy Ricardo character? Bada bing, bada boom, let's go. In the fact that they were married, that she was married to Desi, that's where it ended. So no, she's not like that character at all. She said this was a way for us to work together. It was a new venture, but it was a way for us to work together, because I knew if I didn't keep my husband on a short leash, he was going to be out doing all sorts of things, carousing with the men and doing things with the women, and this was my way to keep him on the straight and narrow, because I was eventually, like, I could see where this road was going. The road was going down to having to divorce. I didn't want that, and we knew that we could create a good thing. This would be a good business for us. This keeps us together. This keeps us financially stable. There's a lot of benefits for us working together. But this was the only thing that we had, was that we were married. But that was not a representation of our relationship at all. All right. Lucille's very clear when she's answering questions. She don't mess around. All right. Let's think here. How does Lucille feel about the I Love Lucy show being an iconic show? Like, everybody knows I Love Lucy. Practically everybody on the planet has watched this show. There's all the merchandising, and it's, it's still a great show. So, how does Lucy feel about having been a big part in creating this pop icon of a show? Okie dokie, all done. Let's see. How interesting. It's very much of like, we didn't know what we were creating at the time. When we created this show, I had, like I already said, I had my reasons for wanting to do this work. Okay, and it happened very quickly that the show became super popular. And on one hand, I was like, oh, this is great. This is going to be something that people are going to, like, cherish in a way. Like, this was a moment. It wasn't expected it would be like forever, like this long. I don't think she thought it would be this long in terms of how long it would be in the public's, purview, right? But it's like, it's wonderful. So she likes that, and she likes that it's a thing where, generations of her family can still watch this, and it brings them happiness. And it brings them coin, let's be honest. So she's like, yeah, I'm happy about this, that it's still putting out dividends now as it is. But she's, at the end of it, she says, in some ways, I don't think it didn't help prevent the divorce that I was seeking to prevent. And there was a lot of emotional heartache on that show. And so it would be like, if I'm around now, I might watch it, but it's not everything I'm going to see, because I know what was going on behind the scenes would bring back happy memories to me. Whoa. Okay. Interesting. All right. So I want to look in here to Desi. Desi. Good espresso. Desi, do you regret the way you behaved in your marriage with Lucille Ball? Desi Arnaz, do you regret the way you behaved in your marriage? Let's go. He's a macho dude. Very macho dude. I had a lot of creative shit going on. I had a lot of stuff on my shoulders I had to figure out how to solve. I had a lot of problems I had to solve here. I was a busy man. So I don't know what more that she wanted. Delivering a hit show. This is like, we're kind of like going into new territory here. She's living in the lap of luxury. I'm the husband. I'm helping to provide this. We're doing it together, but I'm driving this car here, and I get she's heartbroken, but I mean, look at what we created. Dude, look at what we created. I mean, I'm not happy that the relationship broke up. I'm not happy. But at the end of the day, I'm very proud of everything that we created. You know, almost like the marriage was a casualty, but so it's almost here, it's like there's no talk about boozing or going after ladies. There's no talk of that. It's just very much like, I had a lot of stress on my shoulders. This is what we do. You have a drink after work. You might have the company of a lady. You know, but it was almost like it feels that, nah, that's what you did. So no, I don't. No, I don't have any regrets. That's not how I was brought up. I don't have, no regrets. He's very firm on that. No regrets. Okay, well, no regrets over here with Mr. Desi. All right, Desi. Now, let me ask you this. Was Lucy the love of your life? Oh my goodness. You know what? Let's leave it. We're gonna leave that card and see what else we get. I'm not sure where I want to stick that card, but yeah, she was the love of his life, and it's like he's so proud of the things that they created together. He is so proud of the things they created together. I'm not sure if at some point they were not thinking that this was something that was gonna work, or it was gonna work. I feel like I'm starting to talk like him. He's very proud of the things that they created. This was a soulmate type relationship, and that was his woman. He feels like, though, a lot of times there was rumors and gossip that got in the way. Like he'll that's one thing I guess he's saying, like in terms of any type of responsibility for the relationship not going the way that it should have. There was some rumors and gossip, almost like the Inquirer, the TMZ, or whatever of the day, or just the people on the set, like, were contributing to the rumors and the gossip. So that wasn't helping. But, you know, he thought, how interesting, he thought he was being careful and trying, like, it's very much those other ladies didn't mean anything to me, that typical thing that we all hear from the cheater men, right? It's like, they didn't mean anything to me. And so he thought he was like kind of keeping it on the down low. He was like kind of like, I was happy with the relationship and everything that we built. And I thought, you know, this is it. So it was very much, she was my soulmate. This was it. I didn't want it. I wasn't happy when we got a divorce. I didn't want it. But it was also like, I love her so much. If she's unhappy, I'm not going to force her. I'm not going to keep her in this. Wow. Huh. Got it. Okay. I wonder. Let's ask Desi how he felt about Bill Frawley, because the rumor was that Bill Frawley could be a drunk. And part of his deal is he had to like stay sober when he came to work. But I'm just wondering, like, was he friends with Bill Frawley, or was it just like, I respect your work, or, you know, was he hanging out and Bill and him are carousing for chicks, like, you know, on a Friday night? What was the friendship like with Bill Frawley and Desi Arnaz? That's funny. It's like, go, go, go. I want to tell you. I want to tell you. How funny. Okay. Oh, shit. How funny. How funny. Very much like, dude, we're going out carousing on the town. Oh, we had a good time. We had a good time. We were we were drinking buddies. We go out in the town. We were carousing. It was like we were brothers from forever. It was like we were brothers from forever. It was just, they were good, good friends. There's, some regrets of, perhaps we hit it a little too hard and that caused us to lose things in our life. Looking back in reflection, we did hit it a little too hard with our partying ways. It definitely caused some strife, but this was like such a good, good friendship. Just enjoyed each other. Oh, well, that's nice. That's so nice. Okay. It's so interesting the energies I get, from Desi and Lucy here. It's very much like what you see is what you kind of get, man. There's no pretenses or anything. So my last question is for Desi. Now, where I live here in Eastvale, land of the dirt people, it is near Corona. Desi Arnaz had a horse farm in Corona. They had moved that years ago up to Eastvale. And now they are, I think, practically done rehabbing his former horse farm home. And I think they're going to use it as an events place. I am curious. What does he think about his home? He had sold the home at the time, so it wasn't his anymore. But I'm curious what he thinks about his Corona home now going to be used as an events venue. Oh, I don't think he's happy. That's interesting. It's almost like I sold it, okay? I sold it, that's what happened. So it's just what happens in life. I was not going to live here forever, right? So things move forward and whatever. However, I am not happy with the shit they're doing to this house. And I think he's been in there pulling some ghost shenanigans. It's like, I don't have the ability. They're doing shit to my house that I don't like. I don't have the ability to physically do anything, but I'm pulling shenanigans on it because I'm kind of defending the integrity of the house. Like, I know that things move forward and time goes on, but I don't like the changes that they're making to it. I'm not very happy about it. Oh. Man, I wish he was alive. Well, let's see. I'm just curious. Now, there's rumors about this house. I know this is so not related to I Love Lucy or anything, but because this is like practically in my backyard, there's rumors about this house that, it's not the city, but it's an agency related to the city, has paid a lot of money for it. There seems to be some shady monies passing around, allegedly for entertainment purposes, with this property. And so it's become like a front. Like the house has been practically done forever. Nothing's going, like, they keep like tearing up stuff and putting stuff back in. It's just it feels like they're doing some shady stuff. And I think it's kind of sullying his, home. So I wonder if he has any thoughts on that. Does he have any thoughts on the entity, the business entity that's using your house or working with your house in the way that it is? Oh, he knows they're shady people. He knows they're shady people. He's like, they've got a new idea of how they're going to be doing shenanigans all the time. And because this is like lining other people's pockets, like they're all getting happy, allegedly for entertainment purposes. They're all happy with this. So it's like practically every week, or, all the time they're coming up with these new ideas that they're going to be doing stuff to this house. And it's just like, they're like, have ideas to market it on old times, the good old days and stuff, but like the dirty deals that have been happening within the home and about the home, the energy tied to the home is all shady AF. And it's like they need to have a come to judgment kind of time because of the shady stuff they've been doing. It's almost like how interesting. Like he says, it's almost like they came to my house and they pissed all over the floors. Yuck. Okay. He's not happy. He is not happy with that at all. I'm agreeing with you. He's not happy with that at all. Oh, how sad. When they first took the house and moved it, they cut it up and moved it. He was hopeful they were going to put in all this work and, restore the house and, save it as a place that people could enjoy. He loved it so much because that's his horse farm. Oh, he had such good times there. And he was like so hopeful. But now all those dreams are dead because they came into the house and pissed all over the floor. Wow. He's not happy with this at all. I don't blame you. Looks are deceiving. I agree. I'm having internal head conversations. Looks are deceiving. This place looks beautiful. From what we can see, it's still behind these chain link fences. But the work that they've been doing on the home, it looks beautiful. But wow. Wow. So anyway, that was for my curiosity. Oh, well, if you had any other if you had any other further questions for Lucy and Desi, put them in the comments below. We can always do this again. And I think this was truly cool that we got them to come through and give us some information. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Adios.